Hello, my fellow full of the samurai players. Look at this beautiful symmetry of PointMan's army. I like how he put his forces. And before we even go into compositions, look at this. These gaps are for spear levy to take the front position if it's needed. So they can go and work as a mid shield much faster than when you go through the other units, friendly units. And this symmetry on this map allows PointMan to react to any deployment decision his opponent make, even without any Shinobi Informer or reconnaissance point and command tree. Well, anyway, let's go to the compositions, and I wanted to show you this game. This is a game from Better Call Out Tournament number 6, if I remember correctly, and both players have interesting compositions. First PointMan, he has 3 Shogitai, 2 Spear Levy, 2 Yarikachi on the flanks. He has 3 Black Tortoise Force on the front, Bushido General, 1 Shogun Guard Cavalry with 6 upgrades, and 3 Yariki with 6 upgrades. His opponent, Tah from Dutch Dokusai, if I'm not mistaken, he also has full Bushido Gen, 3 Shogitai, and then he has Vermilion Bird Force for Morale Aura, he has Black Tortoise Force, White Tiger Force, White Tiger Force, 3 Shogunate Guard Cavalry, and 3 Yariki on 2 flanks. Really interesting. This is 2 core ideas. They both use 3 Shogitai as a core. This is what we usually call melee rush, but the way PointMan use it, and this composition, I have seen it in a couple of games already, he doesn't use this composition to rush. This is a truly balanced build, a sense of balanced build, as you will call it. But let's take a look at how game goes. And what game plans of both players? Well, PointMan puts a lot of emphasis on infantry part. He has a lot of spears. He has 4 spear units, so that allows him to have less cavalry. And his plan is to destroy infantry contingent of his opponent and then battle opponent's cavalry. For Tah, it's exact opposite. He uses his White Tiger Force as mid shield and as dojo taking force, and his plan is to hit his opponent at the same time with all his cavalry and his Shogitais. So I would say Tah's compositions more timing dependent. He has to hit his opponent really, how do you call it? Well, his timing should be perfect to win. And PointMan, because of his spears, he has a little bit room for mistake. So let's take a look at how this game goes, how these 2 ideas clash up. And you see, because of no spears, Tah actually have no way to defend his infantry after he mislooked this Yariki charge from PointMan. And at the same time, PointMan used 2 of his cavalry to countercharge cavalry of Tah, and his spear units, he doesn't use them as mid shield because he doesn't need it. He used them as defense from cavalry. So this spear levy become really versatile in the play of PointMan. Against line heavy composition he can use them as a mid shield, and he can use Yarikachi as a flanking force. By the way, look at this. This is actually a little mistake on PointMan's part. This Yarikachi shouldn't go chasing cavalry, because he will never catch them. You just... well, probably, maybe he was flanking these white tigers, but I don't see a reason for that. I think keeping this Yarikachi closer to line would have been smarter decision. But overall, you see, against melee core with strong cavalry, he don't use his spears as a mid shield. He uses them to protect his back, as he would do in classical Shogun 2 match, and just charge front with his Shogitai. So his spears and cavalry, I mean PointMans, become kinda defensive tool. If Tah brought line heavy build, that would be other way around. But I don't have replay for that yet, but maybe PointMan will give me more replays with this composition. But you see, he took what we usually see as a melee rush build and found a way to use it more in more balanced way. And it's the same idea Killerfish implemented in his pattern. Killerfish use Yarikachi, but he used them near his line in the middle, and PointMan use them as a flanking force, and he sacrifices some cavalry force for that. And this is what I was waiting for a long time now. Maybe it's because of new cavalry patch that cavalry become a little bit weaker, but I wanted to see infantry build that don't rely on heavy cavalry in a high level play. And this is definitely high level play. PointMan won 2 tournaments already with this composition. But well, I have to see how he won last Gerudo one. I didn't watch finals, and I want to see them. So you have seen this game, and I actually, despite, I think PointMan's composition overall was stronger. It was more versatile. It was more thought out, I believe. But I really liked Tah's compositions. It's not versatile, but against some builds, it will work well. It will work well. But it depends on micro. You have seen how Tahs missed these 2 Yaruki charge through the middle into the back of his sword, into the back of into his general, and these 2 Yaruki messed his force, which allowed PointMan to rush without any mid shield. And because line of Tah wasn't really strong, that allowed PointMan to rush with his Shogitais only, without any spears as a mid shield. And that's all I wanted to tell about this game. I hope it was interesting, and I hope to see you again on my channel. Have a good day.